Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, you're welcome. I say a special welcome to you. Alright, so you're welcome to this channel where we'll be demystifying pattern drafting. Alright, so the measurement we're going to be using is right here on the screen, and then I'll be starting with my start line, which is also my shoulder line, and I've drawn my shoulder line. I'll also be drawing my bust line. Yes, I'm going to be drawing my bust line, which I took at 10 inches. Yes, my bust line is 10 inches, and then I'm also going to take 15.5 inches as my waistline, which is also known as the half cut. So it's going to be my waistline 15.5 inches, and that's what I'm drawing right now. Okay, so after drawing this line, I will be taking my blouse length, because it's going to be a blouse. It's not a full gown, it's just a blouse, and that is what I'm drawing right now. I'm drawing the blouse length, which I took at 23 inches. Yes, so I'm trying to label my lines right now. I've labeled my shoulder line, labeled my bust line, this is my waistline, and also my blouse length for easy identification. Okay, so I'm going to be taking my shoulder measurement at 7.5 inches. Yeah, and then I'm going to take my 1 inch shoulder slope, so that my shoulder is not standing awkwardly. Okay, so I'm taking my my neck depth and my neck width at 3.5 inches as my neck depth and 4 inches as my neck width, and then I'm going to connect the lines together right now to join my shoulder slope. Okay, so then I'm going to connect the line from my neck depth to my neck width, so that I can then form a round shape for my neckline, because it's going to be a round neckline. So I'm just going to connect the lines right now. After connecting the line, I'm going to take my armhole line, where my armhole will be stopping. I'm taking 7.5 from my shoulder slope, and then like 8.5 from my shoulder line. So that is going to serve as my armhole line. So I'm going to just connect the lines together right now. After connecting the lines, I'm going to take the half of this armhole line. I'm going to take it, the half of it, measure it, mark it down, and then I'm going to take ½ inch from that mark I made. So I'm going to take half inch from that point, and then I'm going to use it to connect the lines together. And the reason for this ½ inch measurement is that hole that is in our armhole, so that I can form that deep hole in our armhole, so that it's not just standing awkwardly. Yeah, so I'm going to take my bust measurement right now. I'm using 36 inches. That is 36 divided by 4 is 9 inches. That's why I'm taking 9 inches there, and I'm taking 7.25 inches as my waist measurement, and then I took 10 inches there for my blouse, for my hip measurement, and then I'm taking my bust line measurements. I'm taking my dart right now. So yes, I'm going down by 1 inch from my bust line, so that I can draw my dart line from there. So that's what I'm doing right now, connecting my lines together so I can form a perfect dart. Okay, so I'm going to take my 1 inch. I will place the 1 inch I took from my dart, I will place it back to that to my measurement, and then I take 1.5 inches as my allowance, as my sewing allowance. I'm marking 1.5 inches also from my waistline, and then 1.5 inches from my hip line. Yes, so I'm just going to connect the lines together from that point. I'm connecting the lines, so from my armhole to my bust line, and then to my waistline, and then finally to my hip line. Okay, so I'm going to be using 4 inches there, yes, below my waistline, so that I can draw my full dart line. Yes, so I'm going to connect the lines also to make it a full dart. Okay, so we're going to the back bodice, and I'm trying to draw my start line. I'm trying to draw my start line, which is also my shoulder line. Then I've also marked my vertical lines, which I'll just be joining together. This is my bust line. This is my bust line, and after which I would be drawing the line for my waistline. Yes, I'm going to be drawing my waistline, and finally I would also be drawing my my hip line. Yes, at that point. Yes, so that is what I'm doing right now. Just follow me closely as we keep going. Alright, so I'll be taking my shoulder measurement at 7.5 inches. Then I come down to my shoulder slope and I draw 1 inch below my shoulder line, so that I can draw my shoulder slope from there. And I'll be taking 4 inches for my neck width, and then I'm going to be taking 3.5 inches for my neck depth. Yes, please note please keep watching carefully. I'm going to make an alteration right now, but let's keep going. So I'm going to also mark my armhole line from that point. Okay, so I'm connecting the lines together for my neck depth and my neck width. So I would also be making my line. Yes, I'll also be taking my shoulder slope line. Yes, I'll be connecting that line together, and then I want to make an alteration to this part. Instead of using 3.5 inches as I did earlier, I'm going to be using 1.5 inch. Yes, so you can use any measurement of your choice, but I choose to use 1.5 inches as my neck depth for this back bodice. So that's the alteration I made to my back bodice. So I'm going to just connecting the lines together from my shoulder slope to my armhole line. Yes, and I'll be connecting that same line to the side, so I can take my round armhole measurement. Okay, so the distinction between this back measurement and the front is that instead of taking that 1/2 inch that we marked at the front, yes, I'm just going to connect the line straight down to join my armhole line, armhole curve. So I'm not going to be taking the 1/2 inch we took at the front. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to be marking my body measurement, which I've taken at 9 inches as my bust line, and I'm also going to be taking 7.25 inches as my waistline. Then 4 inches. Yes, I'm taking my bust band measurement right now, which is 4 inches. Yes, so that I've done that, and I'll be taking my 1 inch. Yes, my 1 inch below my bust line, and then I'm going to take out 1/2 inch from both sides so that I can draw my full dart. And that is what I'm doing right now. I took 1/2 inches on both sides, and I'm just going to draw it as we did for the front. So I'm connecting the lines right now. Yeah, so I'm also going to extend the line as we've done for the front. I'm taking 4 inches from that point, and then I'm going to just connect the lines also, so that we can have a full dart as the front. Yes, so I'm just going to connect the dart legs too. All right, so after doing that, I'm going to take the 1 inch that I took from my dart. I'm going to replace it at my dart line, at my waistline, and then I'm going to mark my hip measurements over there, and then I'm adding 1.5 inches on the sides of my measurement, so that we can have a proper sewing allowance, adequate sewing allowance for our blouse. Okay, so I'm just going to be connecting the lines together right now, from my armhole to my bust line to my waistline, and finally to my hip line. Yes, so majorly this is our basic back pattern. So this has been a beautiful session, a beautiful tutorial. If you have learned one or two things, I want you to make a comment and like this post, and I want you to subscribe if you have not subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also give me a thumbs up and drop a beautiful comment, or if you have any question you can just drop it below. Thank you for watching. Bye.